right, brother. Welcome to the podcast. Stop crying, poser. Rated all this guy does is yap, dude. Well, people, it's allergy season. It finally kicked in. Shout out to Keith Skates. Run, stop it. Cam 702. D. Kate Pa. DK, support the farts, D-Trick, Day-Day, Zombie Homegirl, Vig, Rick the Ruler. I appreciate you guys hanging out. We do this podcast every single Friday right around 3:30 p.m. Pacific time. And it's hasn't been an eventful week, but when I last left you guys, it was the beginning of the end. It was the beginning of my birthday weekend celebration. So let's talk about what everyone really wants to know. What presents did you get? What presents did I get? Well, most importantly, my grandfather paid for my electric bill. He said, I didn't get you a gift. I'll just pay for your electric bill. I said, cool. $100, $95. I said, great. Perfect gift. If anyone, listen, if any of you guys next birthday want to give me a birthday present, pay my fucking bills. My friend Nick got me a board game called Chutes and Ladders. He got it from the thrift store, and it was missing half the pieces. So I said, thanks, you piece of shit. No, I'm joking. He bought a game called Clask. What's Clask? Clask is kind of like air hockey, I guess. I think it's kind of like air hockey, maybe mixed with like foosball. Basically, you have like a little magnet, and you hit the ball to that side, and then they hit the ball this way, try to score on each other. The game's fucking $60, man. He must really think I'm a cool guy. Got me the old Clask. And then the next day, this is a funny story. If you guys watch my regular Twitch streams, you've already heard all of these stories like 5 times already. But something very special happened. I made pork belly, like chicharrones. I got a big fat pork belly. Fitnoid brought it over. We air fried it skin side down, 400 degrees, 20 minutes. Flipped it over after seasoning it and stabbing it and scoring it. And I put a little bit of vinegar on top to hopefully, theoretically, crisp up the top. They said to do that online. 20 minutes skin side down, 20 minutes skin side up, so the air hits the top. The top gets hotter faster, unlike in like a pan. Pork belly came out really good. I would say it came out fantastic. She made guacamole. Everyone was so happy. There was a lot of food. Not a lot of people showed up. Oh yeah, my friend Rydog. I have this gate in my front yard that's kind of been like damaged a little bit, and he does building maintenance. So he's like, yeah, I didn't get you a gift, but I brought all my tools. I was like, what the fuck does that mean? What do you mean you brought all your tools? What are you gonna do, shove something in my ass? And he was like, no, I brought all my tools. I want to fix your gate. And I was like, dude, it's kind of a big job. He's like, dude, I do this all day long, 8 hours a day. I was like, fine. He fixed it in like 1 minute. I swear to God, he fixed this whole fucking thing in 1 minute. So there's a couple things I didn't realize about the structure of that gate. But anyways, it's fixed. Another great gift. And then later in the day, I got the chicharrones out there. I got the pork belly. I got the fucking guacamole out. I got UFC on TV. Golden Knights are playing. Got a couple of friends over. We're partying. And this dude Johnny comes over and he has a pizza box. And on the outside of the pizza box is like a sweatshirt. And I was like, what's up with this? Or were you just like trying to keep it warm or something? He's like, nah, the pizza place it was a special giveaway. They gave me a sweatshirt around the pizza. I was like, that sounds dumb. So then I was like, okay, cool. Thanks for the pizza. We have enough food. We have enough beer. He's like, come on, man. You got to have a piece of pizza with me. And I'm like, no, I just slaved away for these pork bellies and I'm really proud of them. And they go really good with the guac. And I got 2 types of salsa. I don't need a piece of pizza right now. He's like, come on, man, just grab a piece of pizza. It's going to fucking get cold. I'm like, it's not going to get cold. You got a sweatshirt around the pizza for some fucking reason. And then another group of people came in and they looked at the pizza and they're like, oh, we're not really hungry, bro. And I'm like, whatever. Anyways, this fucking guy keeps bringing up the goddamn pizza. I'm like, dude, if you want a piece, just fucking open the box and get yourself a piece of pizza. And he's like, bro, it's your birthday. You have to get the pizza. You have to open the pizza. I'm like, dude, what the fuck is this guy talking about pizza so much? All this guy wants to talk about is pizza. Fine. I'll open the fucking pizza box. So I take this sweatshirt off of the pizza box, and it turns out it was not a pizza at all. It was a dartboard. It was a dartboard, brand new, still in the box. That was my gift. There was no pizza. It was one big fucking prank. And I really just did not want any fucking pizza. He keeps asking me over and over and over again. Finally, I walk away. I come back. It's been like 20 minutes. He told everyone in the kitchen, he's like, you guys need to fucking get Steve to open this fucking pizza box, man. So just pretend he's like, pretend you guys want pizza. I come in. I have no idea. It was a great, like, harmless prank. And now I have a dartboard. Probably going to hang it up outside. There's nowhere in this house I could ever trust having a dartboard because have you guys seen the people that hang out here? You guys have seen my stream. You guys have seen my day in the life videos. You guys have seen my other live streams at the bar. You think you could trust any of these people throwing something sharp? I have the most uncoordinated group of friends in the history of human, like the whole population. So we're going to put it outside, and when we're playing darts, there will be no dogs allowed to be outside. I'm going to hang it on this thin pillar, and it will be fine. I play darts maybe like once a month at my friend Nick's house, and I am proud to say I have never, in the history of me playing darts, put a dart on the wall. Now, this is in his garage. The walls are not that big of a deal, and all the walls are still like are still white. So if you needed to patch it or touch it up, it would be pretty easy. I have never put a dart in the wall. Not one time ever. But I know if I put a dartboard in my home, I know it will not be like that. But I'm happy that I got that stuff. The birthday party on Friday was at a bar. Not a big turnout. But also, this year, I did not personally invite everyone. I put one thing on Instagram. I put one thing on Facebook. I was like, hey, my birthday party's here. If you know me in real life, come hang out. And that's all I did. A lot of my friends, they don't really care about social media. They don't really use Instagram. They don't really be on, like, Facebook or whatever. So a lot of people are like, well, why didn't you invite me? And I'm like, dude, what the fuck, man? Because last year, I had 30, 40 people hanging out throughout the night. But I also had to go through one by one and be like, okay, invite this person, copy and paste the text, And then my phone's going off for 3 straight days. You know, people asking me questions that I already answered. So I wanted to avoid that happening. So I kind of thought, like, if I just put it out there, people would see it. People would show up. We got like 7 or 8 people on Friday. And then on Saturday, maybe 10 people showed up to the house. UFC ended at like 5 p.m. So it didn't have like the party feel, right? It had that kickback feel. It had that Domino's night kind of feel. In fact, we did play Domino's. We got down with the Clask. Didn't even open that dartboard package yet. But overall, everything went good. And I've been bitching about it for fucking years now. I'm almost like years now about how bad my hangovers have gotten. But here's the thing, man. I drink on Wednesday, then I drank on Thursday. Like, Wednesday's like the pregame. Thursday, well, fuck it. My birthday's, party's tomorrow. Might as well drink on Thursday. Friday, I'm going nuts. Everyone's buying me fucking shots and drinks. Saturday, same thing. People bring 211s. I drink 3 211s. Sunday, I'm like, kill me. And then, bro, I fucking feel like shit on a Sunday. Monday comes around, still feel like shit. Can barely do anything. G-Paw took me out to Outback Steakhouse. Went in there to be disappointed by what the fuck Outback is. It was okay. Food was okay. Okay, but between me and him, the tab was $77 for the quality of what I ate. That should be illegal. Anyways, food was cool. birthday overall was great. You know what? The people that wanted to show up, they did show up. You know, it's not about quantity, it's about quality. Say things like that all the time. Hey, can I take a moment? Tex, I know you listen to the podcast. Tex, let's talk about birthday. Let's get Tex involved real quick. My friend, one of my best friends, I know you're listening too, comes to hang out on Friday. He says, you know what? What I'll do for your birthday is I had made a post the other day where I said, I don't have any pictures on my walls. You know, I rearranged all the photos on my walls. I don't need pictures of baby me on the wall. I'm going to have Tex, his idea was he's going to come to my birthday on Saturday and take pictures of all my friends, a bunch of group pictures, maybe some skateboarding pictures, and then he'll give me the photos and I can have them framed, and then I'll have photos of all my friends on the wall. He says I'll be there on Saturday. Well, Saturday happened. Didn't make it. Didn't show up. He said, you know what? I feel bad. I feel bad about not giving you a free birthday present. Sorry I didn't show up to your birthday and move my finger a couple of times. That was way too much work for me. So, doesn't show up. He says, I feel bad about this. He says, on Wednesday, I'll take you to the batting cages. I say, okay, cool, I'm down. Wednesday shows up. On like the day before, he goes, how about 5 p.m.? So Wednesday comes around, 4:45 p.m. I text him, I say, hey, I found a good place that's kind of cheap and it's nearby. It is Wednesday at 4:45. It is 15 minutes before the time that he said 5 o'clock. This is all his scheduling. He made the schedule. So just to check in 15 minutes early, I text him. He writes me back, hey, bad timing. Me bad timing? This is your schedule. You said this was the right time. He said, I can't make it out, dude. I gotta take care of my kid. It's okay, Tex. Good. Happy birthday. I can't wait for your fucking birthday. I can't wait for your fucking birthday. Oh my God. I can't wait to not fucking go to your birthday. I'm not actually mad. It's actually no big deal. But that happened. Overall, the birthday was great. And I feel like my body is falling apart. Moving on, next topic. One of my buddies who was at the birthday, Johnny, the guy that bought the dartboard, he had to walk to my house. You know, he lives about a mile away. He actually loves walking places for some reason. He's a psychopath. But he's walking because he crashed his most recent motorcycle, which is now his third motorcycle that he has crashed and totaled. And every time he crashes his motorcycle, he gets a big settlement check from whatever asshole ran him over. I don't think he's a bad driver or reckless or anything. I think he just has bad luck. So the two most recent crashes on his motorcycle were in the past 6 months. So he crashed his motorcycle. Birthday party was on Saturday. He hits me up on Tuesday. He goes, hey, I'm at the hospital. I was like, what the fuck is going on? He goes, man, I was taking the bus home from work, and a motorcycle crashed into the bus and died. And it hit the bus right where I was sitting, smashed into me, and now I'm in the hospital. I'm like, bro, you're the only person that can get into a motorcycle accident while riding the bus. So you're telling me this guy gets in 3 motorcycle accidents, then takes the bus and gets into another motorcycle accident. That, to me, that is some insanely bad luck. I don't even want to say the word luck on it because it's the opposite of luck. It's a funny story, though. Although I haven't told him, why I find it funny, because I don't think he's going to laugh, because he's kind of a more serious guy. I'm telling it on the podcast. I know he would never watch the podcast, but I think if I told him the funny irony, I don't think he'd fucking laugh at all. He would not even smile. He'd be like, yeah, Really funny, me almost dying 4 times. Very funny. Anyways, thanks for the dartboard, man. What else been going on? Dude, yesterday, let me tell you guys, this is where I stretch out the stories. I don't have very many topics for today. Going to be a boring, shitty podcast. We're going to make the best of it. Yesterday was Thursday, and I thought to myself, you know what? I'm going to stream on Twitch. I stream on Twitch 5 days a week. I said, maybe we'll do one of these Del Taco challenges, because on Thursday, you can get 3 tacos for a discounted price. On Tuesday, they're even cheaper. So I was going to go do that, and then I was thinking to myself, you know what, dude? I want to save money. If I just go to the grocery store and get ingredients to make tacos, I'll be able to save money, and I can still do like the eating challenge for stream. That is going to be great. So I go in there. I couldn't find boneless, skinless chicken thighs. Couldn't find any chicken thighs. So I was like, fuck it. What else is cheap and kind of healthy? I got fucking ground turkey. I know. Ew, gross. Don't worry. Like, the story gets good. Got ground turkey. I got the things I would want in a Del Taco, like white people style taco. I got a jalapeno. I got tomatoes. I got lettuce. I got everything. I got cheese, cheddar cheese. Got here, prepped everything, got everything chopped up, ready to go. And I thought to myself, fuck, I forgot tortillas. What kind of goddamn fucking idiot? How stupid do you have to be to want to have taco night and you don't buy the most important part of the taco, the tortilla? So I said, you know what? This is going to be a blessing in disguise. This is me turning a bad day into a good day. This is me taking those rain clouds and going, no. Move out the way. We're going to make this into a sunny day. So I looked up online how to make tortillas, and god damn it, I did it. Live on Twitch, I made my first ever tortilla. And then I made it 3 more times. I made 4 tortillas. You're supposed to use some type of fat, like lard or butter, or I think even oil maybe would work. Bitch, I had some lard left over, and then I made my own like pork fat from the pork belly. I used that bitch, so I made lard is pork fat, right? So I had the pork fat, then I had like the seasoned pork fat that I made myself. Only 4 days prior, I made my own pork fat. Easy. I got the flour going, got the warm water, mixed it up, salt in that bitch, fucking rolled it up, kneaded it, boom, kneaded it. I'm looking up what to do. It turned out pretty great, a little bit wet, put it in some plastic wrap. I said, damn, I gotta wait, 30 minutes until this is ready? Went to the liquor store, came back, drank some fucking vodka, started prepping everything while that fucker was waiting, chopped it into 4 pieces. Didn't have a rolling pin, but I did have a wine bottle. Rolled that bitch out. First one kind of looked like a diamond-shaped tortilla. And maybe I'm just optimistic, but listen, who decided they had to be circular? A diamond shape almost makes more sense to me. I don't know what. Well, now you have options, right? If you fold a circle in half, it's always just going to be half of a circle. You fold a diamond, now you can get creative. Do I fold it long ways, short ways? Do I try and make it into like an oblong-ass parallelogram and fold it over on the long side? There's a million ways to fold it. Now I just made food fun. I need to go on Shark Tank. I need to go on Shark Tank right now and pitch the idea of diamond-shaped tortillas. Anyways, after I fucked up the first one, the rest of them came out like a circle. Got them going on the dry fucking pan, put them down. They started making bubbles inside of them. I said, what you doing? I said, I'm bubbling, baby. Got it going. I only burned one, just a little bit. Wasn't even that bad. Then I made a sauce. I said, man, Del Taco sauce and Taco Bell. Like the sauce they put on the quesadillas, it's not fucking cream. It's not cheese. I don't know what it is. But I've watched YouTube videos where they kind of come up with their own idea. Anyways, I made a sauce. I have like chipotle, like mashed up chipotle sauce. Boom, 1 part chipotle. Boom, 1 part mayonnaise. Ew, mayonnaise, that's weird. Not as weird as you think. Then I put 1 part sour cream, mixed it up, a little bit of onion powder, a little bit of garlic powder. Then I took a Taco Bell packet, gave it a little squish. Took another one, squish. 2 of those in there. Now I put some habanero powder, some ghost pepper powder, a little bit of lime on top. Mixed that bitch up, tasted it, cummed in my pants. Took another taste, cummed again. I said, damn, that was not even any no recharge time. Immediate cum. I said, well, if it makes me cum now, imagine when I add it to a taco. I'm gonna make a Mississippi mud pie where you shit your pants and cum at the same time. Anyways, so had the sauce down there, had the turkey. I put carne asada seasoning on the turkey, threw onions in there, half of a raw jalapeno diced up, and I kept some raw, kept some in the pan. Got that going. Had my lettuce, chopped the lettuce up, tomatoes, chopped those up nice and small. Bro, I'm telling you, I put the sauce down. I put the fucking turkey down, which don't even taste like turkey no more. Boom, put that down. Put the lettuce, shredded cheese on top. Boom. Whatever else I said, fucking tomatoes, raw, a little bit of raw jalapeno. Then I put the sauce back on top, just so it knows, just so it remembers where it came from. And I ate that bitch, homemade pork fat, spicy pork fat tortilla. Bro, maybe one of the best things I've ever made on stream. As far as taste, it didn't look amazing. You know what? It did look amazing. The photo never does it justice. My room, my kitchen has bad lighting. If I'm cooking something and the sun is shining, I'll go outside and take a photo of it. I try not to be one of those weirdos that takes a picture of everything they eat, but unfortunately, that describes me perfectly. But I feel like I have a reason, okay? My Discord has a food section, and every Discord that I follow, my gaming friends, Mario people, they all have a food Discord. People on Twitch. So I go from Discord to Discord, just putting my photo. Boop, I made this. Boop, I made this. Boop, I made this. Boop, I made this. And then everyone tells me like, oh, good job. Or what did you do? How'd you do it? What did you do? And then I go to all their food Discords. I see what they're making. I say, oh, this is amazing. Oh, what did you use? I'm Guga in this bitch. I'm Uncle Roger of the internet, going from Discord to Discord, just trying to hone my craft. Trying to, steel sharpens steel. You know what? Isn't that what they say? So, that was cool, man. Turns out, listen, sometimes things aren't going good. You know what that is? That's a challenge. That's a challenge from God. It's a challenge from the universe. Said, I don't have no tortillas. That was the universe saying, you know what? Now we're gonna level you up. And you know what? Now I am a blue belt in tortilla jitsu. Yeah, so that was cool, man. We've been playing a lot of Clasp. We've been playing a lot of Clask. We've been playing dominoes. Kind of trying to stay out the bar a little bit, but I did go to the bar on Wednesday to get some chicken fingers. Gambled $30, cashed out $100. Bro, the week has been good. The week has been good. What is it, the 21st right now? I get paid in 2 days. Life is going good right now. The weather's getting good. All I need to do is not break my foot or break my arm this summer, and it's gonna be a good year. I may be getting to be an old man, but I'm trying to make it look good. What movie did I start watching last night? Well, I restarted watching Tiger King. It's a show about some like gay old man who has like mental problems, who owns a zoo, and also like does drugs on camera and takes advantage of people. And now he's in prison. And he had a zoo where he raised tigers. He raised tigers and abused tigers and killed tigers. And he did meth. And he had 2 husbands. And you know, I would have voted for him. He didn't get to the presidential race. I would have voted for him. But I started watching it. And half of the show is about this lady named Carol Baskin. And I've already watched Tiger King when it first came out. I've actually been to a Tiger King themed party. I went to a Tiger King birthday party. Anyways, this bitch Carol Baskin, she definitely killed her husband. I don't feel like I'm not the best at reading people, like knowing when someone's lying, but some people are really, really bad at lying. And that chick, you can just see right through her. She's a bad liar. Not good at it at all. She definitely killed her husband. If you guys haven't watched Tiger King, it's free on Netflix. I don't have any more topics for today, guys, and I don't have any trivia, but I'm gonna invent the trivia right now. What's the guy's name in Tiger King? I didn't have enough time to prepare this. Who is the Tiger King show about? What's his fucking name? If you tell me his name, I'll send you a free pack of Ninja Lifestyle stickers as long as you live in America. D-Trick wins. He says Joe. D-Trick, you're the winner. You get the stickers. What else have I been watching? I watched a movie called Everest. It's about a bunch of people that go to climb on Mount Everest. And spoiler alert, a lot of them die. I think I knew Mount Everest is like a scary ass like thing to climb. I didn't realize that it's actually like really high, like really, really likely that if you go to quote climb Mount Everest, that you're not going to actually go to the top. I didn't know that. I thought everyone that climbed Mount Everest goes to the top and then they come back down. Turns out most people never go to the top because that's where most people end up dying. I didn't know that. The movie's pretty good. Great acting. I read on Rotten Tomatoes, they were like it's the best the movie could be. You know, if it's based on a true story, you can't really add in like a twist ending, right? You know, you can't have the ending where the guy's like makes a parachute out of his clothing and then leaps off the side of it and glides to safety. You know, you can't really do, like, you can do that with Castaway, right? A guy just goes off with Wilson and survives on a homemade raft. Sure. But Everest was based on a true story. It was pretty fucked up. But decent movie. If that's something you guys are interested in, definitely check it out. What I thought was cool is that I learned something from it that I thought, like, listen, you go through your life, you know, you go to the bar or something, there's always one guy there at some bar like, well, I climbed Mount Everest. Now I can ask him, I was like, did you go to the top though? And they'd be like, nah, I didn't. I climbed on the side of it and then went home. Anyways, after watching that movie, I now know that I never want to climb Mount Everest. I wasn't going to climb a mountain anyways. I don't even like mountains. I like looking at them. The reason mountains are there are so I can look at it from far away. No, God didn't put that mountain there for me to go climb on it. It's like, it's a nice piece of furniture, right? Like a chandelier. You see a nice chandelier in a nice fancy hotel. You don't go, I need to climb on that. No, you go, oh, beautiful. I'm gonna look at it from down here. Beautiful. What a nice thing that they made. All right, and then you go on with your day. Who needs to climb shit? Who needs to climb shit? The people that spend their time trying to climb shit, they're annoying. Okay. Oh yeah, also found out that when you die at the top of Mount Everest, it's too dangerous for anyone to come and get your body. So that's where you live now. That's where you live. You died up there, you stay up there. And I also found out helicopters can't even go up there because the air's fucked. A helicopter can't even go up there. If you die up there and you need helicopter assistance, they go, stupid. You call for help, they go, oh, you're so stupid. Ha ha ha, stupid. And they hang up. All right. Moving on. That's it. That's all I have for today. I know it's not a 10 out of 10 podcast every time. I would say, look, give me a 6 out of 10, guys. That's all I got. Can you guys give me a hell yeah in the chat room? If you did happen to tune in to the podcast late You can watch the repeat of this podcast on Podbean, on Spotify, iTunes, podcast app. Appreciate everyone who supported this podcast today. Keith Skates sent me $3. First beer's on you. And he subscribed for the 83rd month in a row. He's been subscribing to this channel for 83 months. Day donated 100 bits. I appreciate you guys. If you don't have money, that's fine. I don't blame you. You look like you don't have any money. But you can support the podcast in another way. You can tell a friend about the podcast and help the podcast to grow, which it has never done. Episode 1 and episode 361 have the same amount of viewers. And again, it's about quality. But having a few more people might be fun. Shout out to Love My Toe, Zombie Homegirl, Cam702, D-Trick, DK, Zombie Fluffy, Keith Fondle Player, fondling these balls, and of course, iBook Boy. The stream will continue, but the podcast, unfortunately, is over. And I'm happy about that because this was a tough one. I have really bad allergies. So if you're listening to this later, you're not going to know this. I had to take like 5 breaks in the middle of this podcast to go try and get my fucking allergies situation figured out. So next week I'll have it. Next week I'll take an allergy pill. We'll be good to go. Appreciate you guys for all hanging out. Have a great weekend. Be safe out there. Oh yeah, St. Patrick's Day. Let me tell you guys what I did on that day. Nothing. I was hungover as death. I did nothing on St. Patrick's Day. You guys all have a great weekend, and I will see you guys next time. As I always say, don't drink too much and don't drink too little. Go make a tortilla. Hopefully I have motivated you. Make it and eat it.